He's starting, man.
We are doing our 2022 semifinal prep camp. We have 22 of our 38 semifinal individual athletes on site right now, including that man, Noah Olson, along with some other really fit guys and gals. And we're going to watch workout 1 and commentate over that here shortly.
Yeah, so the whole day was...
Let's see some moves. Show them some moves.
I used to compete in breakdancing and hip hop.
Let's see it.
See it?
Yeah.
Come on, Magic Mike. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah. Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, yeah! That's what the people want to see, Mike.
I'm more warmed up now.
Let's see it.
Did you see that? His nips are hard.
So are mine.
I'm excited. Explicit content.
You can cut glass with those babies. What's it like around here these days?
Coming in nice and close. We're going to get friendly this weekend.
Yeah.
All right. Doing random workouts or workout to the beginning of another 5K type stuff for everybody to be, if you want to get extra practice on them, you can just, the bar's going to be here and you're going to be facing in. 10 snatches here, roll the bar forward, there, get warmed up.
What heat did you get?
4.
Is it the final heat?
Over that here shortly.
Yeah, so the whole day was 2 workouts where this first workout is kind of a modified standard-ish. It's 20 clean and jerks at 155 or 105, 30 bar muscle ups, and then 20 snatches to finish. And then at the end of the day, we did some skill work, which Chris will probably put some B-roll in for you to see.
Let's commentate.
Do we have to be nice because Noah's sitting here? And we have begun.
You're going to see 2 different styles here. Noah's going to do fast. Noah and Jake are doing fast touch and goes. Travis, or fast singles, and Travis does 10 touch and go to start.
Yeah, me and Travis talked right before this workout, and I was like, I don't think there's going to be any separation on the clean and jerks. I'd go fast singles, and he was like, I was going to go touch and go. I was like, all right, you do you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really hard to make up time now with how fast people get back down to the bar. So, like, if you watch Noah and Jake, they're getting back down so quickly. And over the course of 20, there at some point you're going to deteriorate. So you're going to see Travis, he's ahead right now by 2 reps, but it's going to slow down a little bit. So if you are going to semifinal and you see this, maybe do singles.
Yeah, I think it's always workout dependent. Like the workout that was the 5th workout from quarterfinals that ended with 10 snatches, touch and going there actually was the differentiator at the highest level. But this type of a workout, 30 muscle ups, I think, is just too much of a separator for it to matter.
The other thing, too, is that you're coming back to the bar, and for most people, the snatch at 155 is going to be more challenging than the clean and jerk. And so if you blow up in the clean and jerk, going in the bar muscle ups, that slows you down in the back half of the workout. Yeah,
and Trav's rests here actually start to get a little bit longer. You can see he drops it, then he kind of like goes low down to the bar to grab it and starts. And the other guys are... Noah caught up 2 reps in that second set of 10. So a smooth, rhythmic, single cadence actually just ends up being just as fast over the course of 20 reps.
Yeah. So going into 30 bar muscle ups, for all of these guys, they could end up doing a big set if they wanted to, right? Like maybe even 15 to 20 after the clean and jerks. But you're going to see a couple different styles here. Jake's going to start with a set of 6, and he does 5 sets of 6, which again is another kind of pacing strategy for him because he knows that he can do those quickly and then get back to the barbell.
Should we acknowledge that there's also females going deeper down the video?
Sorry. I just didn't know people could see them.
I can barely see them.
2 really fit females as well.
Yeah, true.
So Alexis Raptis is, I can't even see her right now.
Yeah.
She's hiding,
Alexis
she's hiding
hidden behind the mats.
And then Sarah's there.
Yeah. Well, for any girls that are watching, this can kind of give you a framework to watch and just see like where the separation is on the muscle ups and the barbell cycling and give you 2 scores to go after.
Yeah. So I don't know what Noah's opened with. I wish I was going to ask him. He walked out of the room. But I think he actually did a small set as well. Noah's known for that, right? Like last year at West Coast, there was 100 pull-ups and he did, I think, like sets of 20, and some guys did like 50 to start, but Noah's first off the bar because it's just so much more consistent.
Yeah, Jake did 5 sets of 6.
Yes.
Noah, I did 4 sets, I think. I think he did 7 8, 9, and then whatever the remaining
Oh,
was.
wow.
6
So
or
he went
something
up
like
in
that.
reps.
Yeah. And he said he felt good and he was contemplating doing 3 sets of 10, but he just didn't think that it would pay off for the snatches, which
Right.
I agree with. In hindsight, I think in both the standard and in this type of a workout, maybe this one even more, the snatches at the end were a bigger separator.
Yeah. And if you think back to the standard when they did it at the game, some of the guys that did really well and girls, they broke the muscle ups right away. Like they did some small sets and then just kept chipping away.
Yeah, so I don't know where we are. I think Noah's in his last set right here. You can see that like Trav's rest breaks are just a little bit longer. So Noah and Trav got to the bar at about the same time and Noah just got off. I think you'll see Jake following and then Travis shortly.
set.
Yeah. So Jake just finished and then, that's
Really
snatch
good
right
save.
there. Yeah.
That's one thing too. It's so easy when you get on the barbell. It feels light off the ground, but then all of a sudden, because your shoulders are fatigued from, let's say, bar muscle ups or any other gymnastics movement, that you can fail a rep. You see Jake.
Jake just failed one.
So that's something that if, again, you're doing something like this, it's a little bit heavy, make sure you stabilize overhead. Jake,
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say, Jake does a really good job of basically taking that half step back and then half step back into the bar. If you see here, he does that and then he'll step back in. The one thing though, that's the difference maker is that Noah transitioned the barbell a little bit faster and that allowed him, he's racing, right? Noah knows exactly where Jake is or where Travis is. And so it's an advantage to be ahead with going into that last barbell. So you know exactly how much time you have to take that rest.
If you notice, I know it's hard to see, but Alexis is in the back and in her first rep, she dropped it and her feet didn't even move. So she's basically able to stay right over the bar. If you can develop that skill, it's super beneficial for speed of barbell cycling. Almost all the guys kind of drop it and back up a little bit away from it. And each one of those little pitter patter steps ends up just taking a little bit of time in between single reps, where the cycle speed actually does matter in a workout like this.
For sure. It's just really hard, even at 155 at the end of the workout, to not have some kind of like rest cadence. And so if you have to have that half step back in does make sense. But keeping your feet just stagnant would make the most sense.
Yeah. Difficult to do to just drop the bar like right in front of you without hitting yourself.
This is like the time. This is exactly why we do a semifinal prep camp too, right? Everyone's racing at the end. Noah knows he's a rep ahead of Jake right now. He's not looking over, but because he's done this so much, he knew exactly where he was. Jake knew where Noah was and Travis. And these are the kind of opportunities that you don't get in your gym by yourself.
Yeah, this type of intensity, I think, is just hard to replicate. Ooh, look at that finish. Grab that.
Do we
cone.
know what his time was? Do you have that? It was fast.
5:06, I think, or like just a little bit over 5. And then Jake followed a little bit behind. Trav's got a couple reps left here. Alexis is in the back, I think, is pretty close to where Travis is. I think she actually beats him on this.
Yeah, she does. She was maybe 1 or 2 reps ahead. She's done here.
Yeah, so she just finished. Are we going to commentate and let them all finish?
Yeah, we are.
Fuck those
I hope that picks up on the mics.
All right, it won't be that long.
Yeah, I think Travis has 2 more. Oh, that was the last rep.
I was not super happy about
Poor
that little,
finish.
sloppy step over the bar. To try to encourage people in these types of settings to imagine that you had 10 across and that finish actually does end up mattering. Oh, look, you did a little zoom in over here. Good.
Does she touch the cone though? I think she doesn't touch the cone.
Oh, she
we're gonna
doesn't
see.
touch the cone. Yeah.
nope.
Yeah.
She's still going.
She's still going. Yeah. So everyone under there, or Sarah was a little bit over 6, but technically she's still going, and everybody else was under 6 minutes.
Faster than we would do it.
All right.
So what did they do after that?
So the second workout of the day was 4 different skills tests. There was a burpee pegboard test, a torque tank and sandbag test, a legless rope climb and handstand walk ramp test, and then a kipping handstand, parallel handstand push-up, and freestanding handstand hold test.
Yeah.
So we cycled them all through all those tests because equipment made it so we could only really limit to 1 or 2 people going at a time.
I was going to say, we set it up in a way that there was still some urgency there, and they had like these time caps. They had to kind of fit everything in. So basically, if you started, let's say in the pegboard and burpee, you do 3 rounds of time, 10 burpees to a plate, 2 pegboard. And then once you finish that, you basically have like a 1-minute transition to your next station. And then we call out the next person that goes, and then they're doing the kipping handstand push-ups, let's say, into the 4x4 box freestanding handstand push-ups. So there's still a sense of urgency, but also getting touches on like all of these different things that may come out in the semifinal.
That's what we did.
2 more
Yeah, we got
days.
2 more days. Big day tomorrow with some running, with some lifting, with some CrossFitting. We're just doing CrossFit.
All kinds of
a lot of
things.
CrossFit, a lot of fitness,
And a lot of running.
and a lot of running.
Max is taking them out at 6:45 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Early morning.
I'll be there.
What an end.